Question was asked by the Muslims. Where does Jesus call himself God? Well, to show where Jesus calls himself God, let's show where the Quran gives names to Allah. The Quran says that Allah is the first and the last. Jesus in the book of Revelations calls himself the first and the last. So my question to you Muslims, who is the first and the last? Jesus or Allah? Who's the first and the last? You're a Muslim. Jesus or Allah? Allah. So there you go. When Jesus calls himself the first and the last, he's calling himself God. It's simple logic if you think about it. According to Jesus, he is the light of the world. According to the Quran, Allah is the light of the world. Muslim, who's the light of the world? Jesus or Allah? Because you're a Muslim.
There's only one true God and it's Allah.
Who's the light of the world?
There's only one true God and his name is Allah.
Not the question. Who's the light of the world?
One true God.
So, ladies and gentlemen, he's frightened of his own Quran. The Quran says that Allah is the light of the world. Jesus says he is the light of the world. So who's the light of the world? Jesus or Allah? If a Muslim says Allah, then that means when Jesus says that he's the light of the world, he is calling himself God. Who is the king according to the Quran? Allah. Who is the King of Kings according to the Bible? Jesus. So if Jesus is the King of Kings, is he not therefore God? Jesus said that he is the resurrection. The Quran says Allah is the resurrection. So who's the resurrection, Muslims? Jesus or Allah? Would you like to answer that one?
Allah has never been resurrected, he's always been.
No, the resurrection, not resurrected.
There's only one true God and his name is Allah.
Answer the question. You see, he's scared of his own Quran. The reality is, the Quran describes Allah as the resurrection. Jesus describes himself as the resurrection. That means that when Jesus calls himself the resurrection, he's calling himself God.